Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to behind the scenes of my haircut last week. I recently went to Toni and Guy to see my hairdresser Nikos for a much needed trim and shape, and I thought I'd bring you behind the scenes with me. I'm going to be doing a voiceover on a lot of these visuals here as there was music playing in the background and you couldn't really hear us well at times anyway. So here Nikos is consulting me about what I want. So 3 things are really important to me here. Firstly, I'm asking him to retain as much length as possible without making a trip to the hairdressers pointless, as I am planning to grow my hair, but I want to get some of that damage off. 2, I'm looking for both body and volume at the top on my crown area. As you can see, my layers have really grown out and it's quite weighing my hair down. And 3, I'm noticing the ends are very dry, and this is probably because I have left it 6 months since getting it cut, and I could really do with trimming off any damage here. Nikos is very good at taking what I want, but also explaining the actuality of my requests. So what he's saying here is that if I really want to retain my length and keep growing it a lot longer, the length wouldn't necessarily go hand in hand with really short layers at the top. He said the contrast wouldn't look right and that eventually I might need to reconsider my style if my goal is length now. Perhaps eventually I would look into having longer gradual layers, but for now he said I can kind of get away with having these short layers at the top to help me with that volume. And the consultation, guys, is so important. My advice to any of you watching is to always chat as much as possible about what you want and show pictures to your hairdresser so you're both on the same page, because there is literally nothing worse than walking away crying or just being so disappointed when you hate the result. But stay tuned for the end of the video, guys, because I pull the funniest April Fool's prank at the salon, something I shared on Instagram, but honestly you don't want to miss it. Now Nikos is showing me exactly what he's going to wash my hair with and also discussing a treatment he's going to use on my hair because it's feeling very dry to him.
I can't believe it's been 6 months since I've had it cut. Do you think it's grown a lot?
Yes, it's growing a lot. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, I really like it.
Yeah.
But I just want to say where you will go.
Yeah.
I can't visualize the shape, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The thing is, last year you came twice,
Yeah.
to cut it, and you already understand how fast your hair is growing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a bit of complex because this is for repairing. So what I'm doing, I mix 2 different products. So can you see the antifreeze is more liquidish? Sorry.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
this is more thick. This is repairing, this is remove the frizzes. Honestly,
So
this
one's
is my trick.
repairing and one's
Yes,
for
and
frizz.
I mix both. Guess how often they wash the hair,
I've been washing my hair quite a lot
Okay.
because I'm filming so many videos. Probably not good, is it?
It's not good because you can make it a bit more drier because
Yeah.
a lot of washing. That's why we'll do a nice treatment.
Yeah. Thank you.
So as you heard, Nikos was saying he is struggling to visualize the eventual shape I want if I want to keep growing it really long but also want loads of volume at the top, and he's saying it's something to think about as my hair is growing very quickly. He also mixed 2 different shampoos together to get dual benefits. So one was to help with frizz and the other repairing. And then after washing that out, he is also doing the same thing by mixing 2 treatments together, distributing that through my hair and putting a hot towel on my head to let that really absorb. Now Nikos is getting ready to actually cut my hair now, and he's showing me a prep product that he's putting in the hair before going and cutting it. I'm guessing this is to just smooth and moisturize my hair and also make sure it doesn't frizz up during the trimming process.
Giving me a nice slick back.
Yes, you can do it as a hairstyle, and after you can have the gel.
Now I believe Nikos is sectioning off my layers so that he can go and focus on the length because he does it in all different phases. I'm always so impressed with Nikos's attention to detail with sectioning. I believe now he's sectioning off my layers to do the length, but obviously I know as a hairdresser you are supposed to be, you know, paying attention to detail, but he is so precise, like it's hair maths or something. And then as you might have seen in that clip, he is checking the length with me that he's cutting off, and I really like that. I like that he's like communicating with me as he's doing everything. Obviously I trust him to do the haircut. I've been to him multiple times, but it's nice to be reassured, like, yeah, this is what we're cutting off, remember. And yeah, communication is so important during a haircut.
Do you enjoy the heaviness on the back?
Yeah, I think so. I just trust whatever you do.
Yeah.
Every time it's come out so good.
Thank you so much. It's good also to have some feedback from you.
Yeah.
What you like and what you don't like.
Yeah. That's why I'm tied to here now. Can't go anywhere else.
Nikos is now cutting, I guess, the back middle of my hair. I've probably not got the right technical term here, but interestingly, he's saying that he can see where the damage is when it's wet because it's a lot lighter than the rest of my hair, and just how it feels is a lot drier when it's wet. People have asked me why I get my hair cut wet, and I personally always prefer the result that way. Nikos has never gone wrong with it. It's all down to preference. I also like getting my hair cut wet because it can give me the flexibility to wear my hair straight or blown out if I ever wanted to. Not that I really do, but sometimes when you dry cut it curl by curl, it doesn't always translate evenly when worn in a style which isn't your natural curls. Obviously, curly hair can shrink a lot after a cut, so when your hairdresser is doing this consultation with you, make sure they're taking into consideration the shrinkage if you're getting your hair cut wet and you're wanting to retain length here. Here I was expressing to Nikos how impressed I was with the volume that seemed to be back in my hair on that top layer, which is exactly what I asked for, and crazy that you can actually see the volume already when it's still wet. Another thing I asked Nikos was if he could make a flexible parting for me so that I could wear my hair middle and side if I wanted to, as I'm quite indecisive when it comes to styling my hair. And he definitely did that for me. You'll see at the end. So the haircut's finished and now Nikos is styling my hair, and the brilliant thing about him is I can just trust him to do it. As I'm saying in that clip, this is exactly how I do it as well, and that's so nice that you don't have to just leave with your hair wet because your hairdresser doesn't understand how to style your curly hair. He does this smoothing motion with the brush, which is exactly what I do, and then kind of shake it to let the curl form. And he's doing this in sections so that he can really focus on styling the different layers that he's cut in my hair. And now he's showing me this curl defining cream and the curl activating lotion and the differences between these two label M products. He's used both on my hair. The lotion, he said, was more of a prep product like a leave-in conditioner, and the cream was more of a cream to actually define and sculpt the curls. Here I was getting Nikos to confirm what my actual density was and what was the thickness level of my actual strand of hair. He confirmed that my hair is medium density, as in the amount of hairs all over my head, and that my strands were medium thickness. I was under the impression that my strands might be fine, because recently when I was just feeling the ends of my hair, they just felt very fine, and he was saying it's just because they were damaged and needed to be cut off. And since cutting it off, he said you could tell my strands were definitely medium thickness. So that's good to know, because I was kind of unsure for a little while. Now here I'm just communicating to Nikos because we'd decided to diffuse together to speed up the process, that I will cut the layers and then he will hover the ends. And he's good, he doesn't mind me saying that, you know. Also, I'm very specific with my diffusing techniques, and as you guys know, I do like to try and retain some length and cut the layers to give body. Now I'm doing a little bit of upside down diffusing just to actually just speed up the process, because I always feel self-conscious that I just take so long in salons. But honestly, they are absolutely fine about it, and I really wanted my hair to be fully dry before I left because I really wanted this wash day to last me. Now what I'm doing here is hovering the sides of my hair, but I'm cupping the ends with my hands, and this is a really good way to prevent wonky curls forming at the end. If you're interested in a full step-by-step detailed diffusing routine, I will link that at the top of the screen now. Hi guys, I'm back from my haircut. This is how it's looking. Bear in mind I have been walking through London and it has been extremely windy today. But it's held up pretty well and it's really sprung up actually. But yeah, I've got a lot of frizz here, so I'm gonna sort that out in a minute. But yeah, let me show you. Hopefully you got the gist of what happened in the haircut and what I was asking for. So basically I just wanted to keep as much length as possible without it being pointless, because when you're going for a haircut you need to get some of the damage off, obviously, because the whole point is I want my hair to be as healthy as possible, but I also want to try and grow it. So I got a reasonable amount off, but not too much. With my hair and with a lot of curly hair, even when I get the tiniest bit off, it really springs up. So I can see quite a bit of shrinkage, but if I just stand up, you can see it's here, and it was like there, I believe. I think I've had 2 inches or maybe 1.5 inches off. By the way, this isn't an ad or anything. I genuinely just love Toni and Guy, and Nikos has cut my hair ever since I've worn it curly, and he's done an amazing job every single time. So I obviously keep going back, and I don't even live in London now. Like, I'm on the outskirts. I travel in to go and get my hair cut with him a few times a year. Last year I went twice. I went in February 2022 and September 2022, and it's now been 6 months. He did say I left it a bit too long, like I should have come in a bit before I did, because I think I had quite a lot of dryness on the ends. And even though I didn't get it dyed, because that's happening next week, that'll be another video on my colour experience. But even though I didn't get it dyed, it looks darker. For some reason, like even my partner said when I came in, he was like, wow, your hair looks darker. But I think it's because the damaged bits were lighter and he's cut those off. So many people have asked me what I ask for when I get my hair cut, but hopefully you saw in the video. So I just ask for a lot of layers, and I try to keep the length as much as I can, and I like a U shape at the back. As you can see, he also cut me a parting which can be worn both middle and side. This was important to me as I love switching it up. My voice is like really hurting. I was laughing so much because basically at the time of filming this, it's March 31st. And obviously tomorrow is April 1st. And I did like a funny prank like in the salon. I'll show you the video now.
How long do you like to go with your hair? Like, what is your goal?
I want to grow it.
Like, grow it?
Yeah. What do you think?
Trim a little bit the length, we
Yeah.
just maintain the length. And we go shorter here. Trim it.
Trim it.
Yeah, and to get to bring back this nice rounded shape on the top.
Retain the length again.
The length. Really go on my knees.
You haven't taken too much off, have you?
No.
No, okay.
Just a little bit.
Trust what you're doing, so...
Thank you so much for trusting me. Just remove a little bit weight.
Yeah, the front looks a bit shorter, but...
Yeah. Don't
Can I
worry,
look?
your
Yeah.
hair is going too fast. If you ask me for a rounded shape though,
You know, rounded, I mean like U shape at the back, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is rounded, definitely. I will show you in a bit. When it's curly, when
Yeah.
it's dry, you shake it a little bit. Trust me, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
So,
It will grow, I guess.
definitely.
Yeah. So much for a trip. I swear this always happens to me. Good job it's April 1st.
And that is everything, guys. That is my haircut vlog. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see some more curly content from me, click here for my most recent one on why I quit brush styling my hair, and click here if you'd like some curly hacks. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will see you in my next one. Bye.